Are the Panthers encouraged perhaps by the fact that they were down 4-1 and probably got the better of the last half of last night's game?
Yeah, I think when you're in the situation the Florida Panthers are in, you take the positives away. You know, a bit of a strange start to the game. You know, they had the bank in off Hyman, just a bad break. You have a goal that Bobrovsky gives up, standing up off his back skate, the bank in from McDavid. That normally doesn't happen. Now that's 2 of the goals. So I think you look at that, you say, hey, look, if we can take out some of the randomness and variables and play our game, we still feel pretty good about how it ended. I think Matthew Tkachuk getting going was huge. And I like the way he scored that goal, too. He took a quick peek. He knew exactly where he wanted to put it. It was on and off his stick, and he picked his spot. So to get him going, to get that, like I said, to generate that push at the end, I thought they were going to tie it there the way it was going. So you have to be encouraged by those things and again, take those positives away. And again, I think Sam Bennett said, if you can clean up some of the areas that they know they can control, power play, penalty kill, their starts, things like that, those are controllable. So I think, you can't control Connor McDavid. You can do your best, but you're not going to be able to do that. But I think if they can just take care of the things that they know they can, then you go into that next game saying, hey, let's focus on these things. If we can take care of these, we'll put ourselves in a position to win.
Also on the bright side, Corey for Florida, Matthew Tkachuk, 1 goal and 1 assist in Game 5 after really not doing a lot in terms of offensive production. As you take a look, only 1 assist in Games 1 through 4, and in Game 5 had a goal and an assist with 4 shots on goal.
Yeah, I think that's a very encouraging sign for them. He's a heart and soul guy. He's incredibly skilled and talented, so you want him to put up points, but I think he's a guy that does a lot of other little things, the hits, the grittiness, the getting in opponents' faces, the defense. So he can impact games in other ways, even if he's not scoring. But if you're getting offensive contributions from him, that's massive. So I think, again, he's going to be one that's going to help drag this team over the finish line if they're going to win the Cup. So to see him, like I said, there's the goal right there where he made no mistake, didn't waste any time on and off his stick. So I think that decisiveness and that confidence out of him is huge. And they're going to need, again, a little more offense out of him if they're going to win this thing.
The Florida forecheck was stifling, especially against the Rangers. First part of this series, it seemed to really be effective against Edmonton. Last couple of games, it has not been as effective. Are the Oilers doing anything differently to combat this forecheck, which is perhaps a hallmark of how Florida has been so effective in these playoffs? Yeah,
it's a good point. I think when you get 2 teams that aren't very familiar with each other, Eastern, Western, you don't see each other that often, you meet in the finals, it takes a few games it's a feeling out process. So maybe Edmonton wasn't prepared for Florida's forecheck. You can talk about it all you want, how good it is, until you actually see it and deal with it. I think it might have overwhelmed them earlier in the series, but you make adjustments. I think they're doing a good job with their breakouts. I think the defensemen are getting back a little bit quicker. And I think when you have McDavid and those guys, your forwards, when they're going, it puts the other team on their heels a little bit. We can't be so aggressive anymore because their forwards are taking off and they're making plays once they get the puck that we got to be back as well. So I think, the way Edmonton's played offensively has helped maybe stifle the Florida forecheck a little bit, because in the back of their minds, they're thinking, hey, we can't get caught being over-aggressive on the forecheck because they're coming the other way because they're feeling it right now. So I think it's a twofold thing of Edmonton being cleaner on their breakouts and a little bit quicker and more decisive, and also Florida maybe backing off a little bit to handle the speed of McDavid and others.